Okay guys, welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to review a pair of pants made by Magpul. I know what you're telling yourself. Magpul? I didn't know Magpul makes pants. They do, and actually, 3-4 months ago I didn't know they made anything besides graphic t-shirts. So, these pants I kind of have a history with, and overall they're a really good pant. I do want to address some negatives. But real quick, I'm wearing one pair, so after this introduction I'm going to pan down and kind of show you what they look like. This is another pair. This is a size 36-34, so they fit a little loose, a little baggy, good for winter. I'm kind of between a 34 and a 36 waist. So this 36, it fits a little looser, but it's easier to wear base layers underneath and stuff like that. And this color is called ermine, which I'm a big fan of. It's kind of like a Carhartt brown color. So it's kind of an earth tone, but at the same time it doesn't look super like, tactilicious. And then this pair here, I haven't worn. You'll see the tag is still on them. Magpul Flightline. This is the black color. And they only come in black and brown, which I like. Now the reason the tag is still on this pair, and I haven't worn that while I've tried them on, is I'm going to return these for a third pair of brown ones. I didn't like how the black color looked, but that's not really a big deal. Nothing to do with quality, I just didn't really like how they looked. But I'm returning these to buy a third pair, if that tells you anything. I'm a big fan of these pants. So a couple features, which you'll see more in detail, is this pair of pants I'm going to put inside out real quick to show you some of the details, which might be hard to show on the pair of pants I'm wearing. So those are the rear pockets, and the first negative is they're made out of a lightweight cotton, like a bed sheet material. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something I kind of noticed. The front pockets I really like because they're pretty big, as you can see. They're very big and spacious. And then the other thing, which is easier to see inside out, is they have knee pad pockets, which I don't use, and they're kind of gimmicky, but they're there if you want to use them. And then the other thing is, hopefully that portrays it. It's called a boot guard or boot cuff or something like that, and this is the front of the pant, just so it covers more of your boot. And then the fabric, I'll take some close-up pictures, but it's I would say about an 8.5 ounce, maybe a 9 ounce twill, cotton twill. And I don't like when companies use fabric that has spandex in it. It cuts down on the durability, and this is a tight-fitting pair of pants, so you don't really need the spandex or the lycra, but it's in there. I think it's a 97% cotton, a 3% spandex or lycra, and it's kind of a twill type material. So real quick, this is the first pair that I bought, or actually technically the second, which I might get into, and you can see that they wear fairly well. This other pair I haven't had as long, and I think I've only washed them once, so they haven't faded that much, but they will fade a little bit. So this is the pair on. Again, this is the ermine or the brown color, and this is a 34-34. So one thing I'll say is they are a loose cut pant. They're not super snug. So I like the way that these fit. So the main reason I like them, and I wear these as an everyday pant, the main reason I like them is that they don't look tactilicious. They look like a pair of khakis, almost like a pair of work pants. With that being said, it kind of comes to my next critique of them. They're marketed as work pants, and while being semi-durable, they can't be compared to like Carhartt's or canvas work pants. So the fact that they're marketed as work pants is a little bit of an overreach. As someone that wears a lot of work pants, they won't hold up to hard work. But if you know, work in the trades, but maybe you're more of a foreman or, you know, master electrician, master plumber, something like that, so you're not getting in the trenches as much, so to speak, they'll hold up just fine and they'll look a little nicer than standard work pants. The other thing I like about them is no cargo pockets. Um, I go back and forth sometimes for like at work, pockets are nice to throw things into, but you know, they just kind of get in the way. What these do have, and it might be hard to see on camera, but it has this sleeve. Right now I just have a pen in there, but it's about 2 inches by 8 inches deep, and it has kind of this slip pocket, almost like a pair of carpenter pants. So I throw carpenter pencils in there, pens, Sharpies, you can throw a flashlight in there. Um, you can throw adjustable wrenches, screwdrivers, maybe different tools that you're using that you just need to go hands, you know, you need to get them out of your hands. You can slip them in there. I really like it because when they're not being used, you can't tell that they're there. Now it might be hard to see on this pair. I can roll in another pair, but it has double layer knees. So from right here to down here, it's 2 layers of material, which I like. The other thing I like is you can't really tell that they're 2-layer pants or that they're extra thick in the knees. I already talked about the knee pad pockets. While that's nice and some people might use them, I don't. If I need a pair of knee pads, I'll wear external knee pads. But if you're a fan of that, you can throw them in there. But I've actually considered those pockets, I've considered just seam ripping them and taking that 3rd layer material out. But it doesn't get in the way. It's a very lightweight material. The back pockets are about a hand, you know, wrist deep. So you can store, you know, quite a bit of stuff. There's no fastener. There's no Velcro or anything like that. No buttons. And then oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is you can pocket carry. So they're fairly spacious pockets. And then on this one, on the right hand side, there's a slip pocket. Right? So you can take like a Swiss Army knife and slip it in there. Or, you know, a spare mag or a little flashlight or anything like that. Just to organize your pockets a little bit more. And then this one, the left hand, is just plain. Okay, so getting to positives and negatives. Let's talk about the negatives real quick. First, they're not real work pants. They're marketed as work pants, and they're like light duty work pants that also look nice. The quality control. So this was, I said, the second pair. This is the 36, 34 in the brown color. This is the second pair. The reason I say that is the first pair I got, the stitching was very loose in multiple areas, and it coming undone, the belt loops, like one of them was pretty much ripped off. The crotch gusset, oh, that's another feature it has. It just has a crotch gusset in there. I don't really need to show that, but you know, the stitching, it was all loose. So I had to return that pair. The return process was pretty easy. You have to contact Magpul. You get an RMA, I think is what it's called, a form. You have to pay for the shipping, ship it back. It's like $5, $4 to ship back. And they ship you the new pair. And the pockets, I don't view it as a downside, but it's made out of a thin cotton. So I guess maybe it feels a little better against, you know, your legs or bare skin. But when it comes to, you know, durability of that might be an issue. I can't think of any other downsides. Now the advantages. First, they look good, they're functional, they're very comfortable. I wear these all day long. They feel like sweatpants pretty much. The fit on them, and this is advantages slash features or observations. The fit on them, as you can see, they're not super baggy. I guess they're like a dungaree or a chino type fit. They're loose, but they're not, you know, like big balloon type pants. The sizing on them, you know, is kind of important. I would say they're sized like perfect. They're not undersized or oversized. Most pants I do wear 34, 34. In some companies that are size small, I have to buy 36, 34. This 34, 34 fits good. I'm wearing a belt right now, but in no way is it too snug. And I can even fit, you know, if needed, an inside the waistband holster or any of that, you know, any of that stuff. So they're sized accurately. The length, these are 34, 34. In some companies, I actually have to buy a 36 inseam. But this is like how I normally wear them. And it might be hard to see, but I have plenty of room. So they're sized perfect. And then the biggest thing I said is they look good. I don't know, I find them to look fine. The girlfriend doesn't mind them. But at the same time, they don't look super tactilicious. Which I'm not a huge fan of. Now, some of you might be, and people will talk about the whole gray man type thing, and I haven't done videos on it, and I'm probably not going to. You can I guess categorize these as gray man pants, but the thing is, you can be as gray man as possible, and you can be a middle-aged guy. You can walk into Victoria's Secrets, and every single store clerk and floor manager will start looking at you because you look out of place. So the gray man thing is kind of maybe oversold for civilians, but they're very durable, and they look nice, but they don't look super tactilicious. So I guess you could consider them gray man pants. The belt loops, they fit an 1 3/4 belt. That's the biggest I tried. I can't think of any other things that people might want to know. The durability, I haven't had any holes and stuff develop, but the thing is the knees, which are the first area to develop holes, normally my left side knee, it is double layer fabric, which is nice. The other thing is I bought these, the first pair I bought like November or December last year, and I've only worn them through the winter, so I haven't worn them through high temperature yet. You know, like the highest temperature I've worn them through is about 45 degrees. I could see in like 80, 90 degree, you know, Texas summer heat, people could find these to be a little unbearable just because of all the fabric and the thickness. But keep in mind that for this type of pant, if you want to compare how comfortable these are in hot weather to Carhartts, these, just from my experience, are going to be a lot more comfortable to wear in hot weather. But they also offer a version that doesn't have the double layered knee, so it might be a little bit cooler. And the last thing I want to talk about is value. These are $100. And a lot of you guys are freaking out. You know, you can buy this, you know, 511 and Vertex and cool pants and stuff for a lot less. But the thing is, they're on clearance. So these were $40 each, and on the last two I used a coupon, so they ended up being like 35 bucks. For 35 bucks, they're a super high value pant. The most I would pay would be $50. I would not pay $100 for these pants. Not that they're not good pants. It's, you can buy a lot nicer, better, more durable pants for $100, but I wouldn't spend $100 on a pair of pants. So I'll leave a link, but to Magpul. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me, but if I can't leave a link, go to magpul.com, go to like the subsection, go to sale items, and that's where you'll find these, because these are like being they're majorly discounted because I think they're trying to get rid of them so they can bring new stuff to market for this year. So if you like the looks of them, if you like the features, or if you want to try a pair out, I'd recommend going to Magpul pretty soon, sooner than later, before these are sold out in your given size. Hopefully you guys like this review. Like always, go back to my homepage, watch some of my current reviews. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.